Money Talk this afternoon. Are you thinking of buying a house, but you just can't figure out how to save up enough money for a down payment? Well, you may not need as much as you think. This is why mortgage and consumer expert and finance expert Dean Wagner is here to share with us some free money. There's a lot of programs out there that are helping with closing costs and putting money down for a down payment. So, Dean, welcome, and I'm excited to hear about this.
Yes, me too. You know, down payment assistance, it was around a long time ago, and there's always some catches, and it was kind of a lost leader. And now they've come out part of the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. And so HUD gave away a lot of money to put towards down payments. Now, unlike the past where they're labeled get in with zero down, these require an investment, although it's a small investment from the buyer, but they're all a little bit different, and, you know, maybe there's one that's right for you.
Now, these are legitimate programs that are out there, right? They're not like those programs where you put like 0% down and really they're actually factoring in the cost in the mortgage or something like that.
Well, we can talk about that.
Okay.
That's a good question.
Well, let's talk about some of the government programs that they have out there. Like, I know that there's one this is a 1% down FHA program.
Yes, that's what the lending company has, a 1% down. What's nice about this one is you only have to put 1% down. So on a $100,000 property, that's $1,000 down. What's cool about that is a nonprofit charity is going to donate the remaining 2.5% towards your down payment.
Really?
And there's no second mortgage. So in that case, that is just true free down payment money, and that's exclusive only to the lending company. So if you're interested in that, you would contact that company.
Okay, and how would one, like, find out? Is there something that you have to, you know, be approved for, or are there requirements?
There's home buyer education, there's income requirements, credit requirements. All of these programs we're going to talk about today require stable income and employment, good credit, and a partial down payment.
Okay, do you have to be a first-time home buyer in this program?
If you haven't owned in the last 3 years, then you're okay.
Okay. Now, let's talk about a program where they'll give you $15,000.
Yes, that's up to $15,000.
Okay, up to. That's the key word, up to.
Yeah, what's cool about that one, that's a 3-to-1 match. So let's just say, for instance, that you have $5,000 of your own money. They're going to, for every dollar you put in, they give you $3. So in that case, you would come up with $5,000. They're going to give you $15,000 down for a total down payment of $20,000. Now, there's a catch. The $15,000 is actually what they call a silent second.
Okay, well, hold on real quick. Let me ask you a question. Where's that money coming from?
That's
from the government?
The Neighborhood Stabilization Program, NSP funds from HUD. That came from the federal funds from areas that were hit hardest by the foreclosures.
Okay, sorry, go on.
Okay, so that $15,000, so that's what's called a silent second. So that's going to go in second position. So you're going to have a first mortgage, a second mortgage. Now, the second mortgage, there's no payment, there's no interest. If you stay in the house for 5 years, it goes away, you never have to pay it back. Now, so that's the good news, and the bad news is if you sell within 5 years, you pay back the $15,000. After 5 years, it goes away. The only other trick about that one is the maximum income requirements are very low. It's 80% of median income, meaning a family of 4 cannot make more than $40,000 a year.
Wow, but you know what? That's a great opportunity for people that normally couldn't afford to buy a home.
Correct, and it's free money.
That's beautiful.
Yes,
that's
exactly.
Beautiful. Okay, and then you have another program, which is similar to the FHA one, which is a 3-1 down.
This is
covered that one.
This is the City of Phoenix has 3 programs,
and
they're very aggressive, and they're all very different. The City of Phoenix has the Move-In program. These are homes that have been fixed up, remodeled, and there's an emphasis on energy savings and also curb appeal. So you can only buy these specific remodeled homes, and they're going to give you $15,000, and it's that same silent second that we spoke of before, where you're going to have a second position that goes away after time.
Okay, how long is that time? Does it depend?
It doesn't say on the City of Phoenix website. I knew you were going to ask that question.
Okay, but we'll have all the information
on
all of these programs. I think these are terrific for people to take advantage of. And if you thought you could never afford a home, this may be the time that you might want to consider that. So, Dean, some great advice. Thank you so much for that. And we'll have more on that. So.